What's good, everyone? Thank you for clicking on the video. I finally got my YouTube off the ground. Took me a while to get going, but here I am. In today's video, I want to discuss the reasons why I quit drinking alcohol. And let me start by saying I was never a heavy drinker. I was only a social drinker. Occasionally I would, throughout the winter, would drink mulled wine, maybe every day or every other day, but that's only for the month of December, a little bit of January. But overall, alcohol was never my issue or addiction of any kind. It was just something that I did socially. However, I did drink a lot when I was out and about, and quite often I would plan to drink, let's say, a few pints of beer, and then I would end up drinking, let's say, 5 pints or 6 pints, and by that moment I would be drunk, and that was never my plan going out. So quite soon into it, I realized that once I get going, I sort of lose control of myself, and that's not a nice place to be. And back in 2021, there was one night in particular. I went out with my Russian friends, and this is a dangerous zone. Whenever I go out with my Russian friends, you know, something has to happen. It's just, I don't know, just bad karma, I guess. Anyway, that one night in particular, I got so drunk that I couldn't remember most of the night, like just blank. And that's very unlike me, and it surprised me at the time as well. And there was one moment in particular, one of my friends apparently kept on saying hi to me throughout the whole night, and I kept on ignoring her. And then at the end of the night, I noticed her, and at the end of the night, I'm talking about 5 or 6 a.m. So it's pretty much a wrap. I noticed her, I went up to her to greet her, and then when she saw me, she was like, "I've been saying hi to you the whole night and you just like kept on ignoring me." And I was like, "What?" I don't remember that at all. And at the time I was quite embarrassed. And the next thing, I couldn't even remember how I left the club. And I remember ending up in McDonald's in London Bridge around 9 a.m. and I'm there with like a bunch of guys from the party that I don't even know, just met them there on the night. And there are people going to work early in the morning, and here I am, a complete wreck in McDonald's in London Bridge. And I'm thinking, wow, if someone was to see me from my other circles of life, this is so embarrassing. And in that moment, it really got to me. I thought, you know what? You know, I can't let this happen anymore. So I got a cab home, and for the next week, definitely week, or 8 days or 9 days, I felt so upside down. Just my energy was awful. But especially for the first 3 days, I felt horrible. And on that particular night, I didn't throw up. And usually if you throw up, you tend to feel better because you let it out of your system. But that night, it didn't happen. So my body just digested the whole of alcohol that I was drinking that night. And I was mixing drinks as well. Initially, my goal was just to drink beer. And I was doing it for the first half of the night, I guess. But then at some point, my friends were buying shots, and then I was mixing things. And if I couldn't remember half of the night, then clearly I was drinking quite a lot. So anyway, I just had this horrible headache, and I just felt like so low on my energy, and I couldn't do anything. I was just in bed all day. I had no appetite, and I was thinking in that moment, why am I doing this to myself? Like, what is the whole point of this? And what do I want for the next chapter of my life? Is this really the life that I want to lead? And I tried to live a holistic, healthy life in general. So in that moment, I realized and told myself, you know what, I'm gonna do the detox. So from September to November, I will not drink any alcohol. And this was back in 2021. So for the first 3 months, I felt good overall, but I must admit it went by so quick. So I didn't get to experience, the full benefits of the detox. Then I made a decision that for the month of December, I will drink anyway, just because there are lots of Christmases, get-togethers, etc. And I like drinking mulled wine, so I thought, you know what, let me just excuse myself for the month of December. But from New Year's, I will go on a cold turkey for 1 year. So January 2022, I went cold turkey for the whole year. Felt good. I must admit there were a few challenging moments, especially in the first 6 months when I was out socially with my friends and everyone's drinking and you sort of not on the same vibe. Not that you feel like you're missing out, but it can trigger you. But what I've learned to do is to drink ginger beer, and quite often I don't tell people that I'm not drinking alcohol, so it doesn't sort of open up additional questions. I just get a drink and I just drink with everyone, and then when it gets to like 11 o'clock, I'm sort of looking at the time because I get tired and I get to bed early. So I'm thinking, you know what, it's time to go home. And that's another benefit of not drinking alcohol. You don't go out as often, so you save money. And then when you do go out, you get tired a lot quicker, so you get to go home a lot faster on the night. So usually if I'm out with friends, I get home, let's say for midnight, and that's it for me. Plus, there are lots of other benefits for not drinking alcohol. I just done a little research, and apparently it reduces your blood pressure as well as reduces the risk of heart disease. And for me, that's good enough reason. And I know from my own personal journey, the benefits that I experience from not drinking alcohol have been tremendous. Healthier overall. Testosterone is higher, especially if you're into working out and training. Your hormones are important, so you want to be in the best shape possible. And for me, that was evident quite quickly into the journey. My skin got better, my energy levels improved, my focus improved, my body fat dropped as well. I got leaner, much leaner actually. I think in this last 2 years, I've been the leanest I've ever been in my life. And I think that's partly due to me not drinking alcohol. So there are so many benefits on this journey that you can experience. So if you made it this far into the video, I challenge you to go on an alcohol detox. It doesn't have to be like what I'm doing a year or 2 years. I'm still on this journey. So currently I'm 1 year and 5 months into it. And I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon. I will keep going for as long as I can. There isn't any like a big goal for me to get like 5 years or 10 years. I'm just enjoying the journey and enjoying the process, and I enjoy being healthy and treating my body as it deserves to be treated. Because think about it, for your body to process alcohol, all the poison that alcohol has, that's a big task, and it takes a massive toll on you. Plus, if you look at statistics, in 2021 there were nearly 8,000 people that died from some sort of a relation to alcohol. That's quite a high number. Even recently in my area, a neighbor was telling me that they found a dead man just laying in the park in relation to an alcohol death. So you can see how it affects people, especially men. Out of the 8,000 that I mentioned earlier, double the rate were men. So you can see how men are tremendously affected by this issue. And even in my own family, my dad had an alcohol addiction from a young age, and I've seen it with my own eyes, the toll that it's taken on him. Anyway, thank you for getting this far into the video. Please let me know in the comments how long were your longest streaks or if you are planning to go on a detox, what is the length that you're planning to go. Thank you guys, see you in the next one. Bye bye.